Hello everyone, welcome to the 15th edition of RUBARU, our initiative to celebrate arts and crafts in India. The country is teeming with artists who call it their home and have carved their niche in this industry. Today we have with us BRAM Rao, the chief carpenter from BRAM Woodcrafting Studio, the product design studio based in Mysuru. I'll just add him to the live. I'm just waiting for him to join.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yep.
Hi.
Bram here.
How are you? Good afternoon. Good evening. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Hi, Arjun and Ram.
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Arjun will
Starting
will just assist me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Arjun will just assist. Will just help. Yeah.
Okay. Are you in your workshop right now?
Yes. So
That's amazing.
We'll
We'll like a tour later on.
We'll just show it quickly and then we'll go up. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So starting with our session, could you tell us about what BRAM Woodcrafting Studio is and what you create?
So BRAM Woodcrafting Studio is a prototyping and custom design woodworking studio. So we do things for individuals and for companies also, prototypes, and everything what as wood we are treating it. That's our work.
Okay. So could you tell us about your journey from training in craft to the inception of the studio?
So I did a guild called the Companion. So in English the translation would be journeymans. So I've been traveling from companies to companies in a network for almost 10 years. And we gather all ourselves in hostels. So all the people who are doing the same. And then we have evening classes. And we learn that we do a masterpiece at the end to become a companion. So that's the journeyman. And I've done that. On my way, I've been doing an internship in Kolkata.
So what about Lego? Like what attracted you?
Sorry. Good.
You can pet him from our side.
Excuse me, sir. Leon. No, we thought about it, and we thought we will manage that. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, everybody is over. Yeah.
Oh, he's back. So what about Mysuru attracted you to set up your studio there?
Yeah, so I was in Kolkata and I hear about Bangalore very much, and decided to move to Karnataka. There was maker spaces. And a lot of architects. It was very nice. And while discovering Bangalore, I discovered Mysore, heritage city, and I thought to get a workshop it would be perfect. Yeah.
It is a very beautiful city, to be fair. I've been there. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So where do you draw your influence from, and how does it translate into your designs, and what style do you categorize your designs in?
So I've been doing bespoke furnitures and working in different companies for almost 15 years. So my influence has been from all the architects, from all the customers, from all the wishes from everyone. And I think our masterpieces, what we have to do during our studies, this is where we kind of put more what we like. In each city I've put different things that I've been seeing, different techniques, and I think like this company is all the influence of all those companies I've been working in. And categorize my style, I don't know. I think we are lucky to do we reply to the technical for the customers, and I think we are lucky to do that because we all continuously are updated about what's happening. Yeah. While doing the prototypes also for companies, we really know what all the study on behind. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of an amalgamation, a mixture of everything.
Yes, so
right?
I would say like ornamentation is very, very important. And the contemporary, the straight lines, the shape. So it depends on the perspective that you take on the furniture. I'm sorry for the
It's fine.
So the content, like more the shape of the furnitures are important, or but the ornamentation gives the detail, the look, the small things. And I really like ornamentation. Shouldn't like contemporary means straight line, but we can put accents. We can play with all these things. Yeah, depends what we want. Yeah.
It reflects really well in your designs. Actually, that's we are fans of what you create. So
Thank you so much.
So how do you inculcate sustainability in your designs? Like you call it as a sustainable studio. So how does that happen? Does it happen with the process, the materials, or both?
Yeah, so both. But I would say first is the skills. What we are speaking about. I believe something which is sustainable is durable. So a furniture should be there forever, for a long time. And the design also should be always should also be a design that does not lose too much during time and periods. I mean, we try, and we don't know it's what we try. And then sustainability on the material. Yeah, we use certified wood. So whatever wood we use, they have a certificate and they have been replanted. So we are happy with this. Yeah.
So what kind of certification does wood have in general? This is like just something we don't know. That's
So FSC, for example, is Forest Steward Council. It's one of the largest body. They have criteria where basically if you cut one tree, they plant 3 trees, and they ensure the harvesting of the forest. So the management of the forest. So the forest has to be you have to cut only the wood that's only the wood that is being harvested, and they have that rotation. So FSC in Europe, you have PEFC. After that, we're taking wood from France. We are taking wood from Europe. We are taking wood from Canada. They have their own. So they have certification when they travel, but they have their own certification also. They are reforesting. They are doing more, so they're planting the same species at the same place. Also, is very important. And American hardwood also have a certificate for each tree has been cut, each tree has been replaced. So it's basically replanting, but also doing a count of the trees, getting a certificate for each tree. So we can say from where it comes from each region. That's very important. Yeah.
Wow, that must be amazing. That's like adding a backstory to the piece, that where it came from and how it didn't create like a negative impact. So that's amazing actually.
And the other wood that we are taking, like teak or other species, are reclaimed teak. So it has even more stories because it's been refurbished. So it comes from houses that has been broken down. And it's heritage pieces retransformed, upcycled to another furniture or something else.
Wow. So could you take us through the process of creation of a product from the idea to the finished product? Like how do you go about doing that?
Okay.
We'll head up.
Sorry?
We'll go upstairs. So it's
Yeah, shall we go to the? Can I just show just quickly the workshop and then go to the
Yes, absolutely.
I'll give the phone to Arjun. Yeah.
Hi. So
Okay,
I'll be taking over now. I'll just switch the camera over around so you guys can see our workshop. Just a minute.
Yes, absolutely.
So just make the tour open. That's the raw wood. Then it's been transformed with those machines. So circular saw. Then it's been plane and thickness here. So you have a fully square and calibrated piece. From there we go to all these workbench. So you can see many workbench in the company.
Okay.
From there, the piece has been traced, and they start machining or doing by hand. So this is the machine side. This is mainly the assembly side.
Okay. Oh, I see a whole shed over there.
Yes, that's. Can we hear you? Arjun?
Wow, that's a huge studio that you have here. It's really clean, actually.
Thank you. So that's the office.
Okay, so this is where the ideation happens.
Yeah. So the question was, sorry, about how do we do our creations? I lost you.
So,
No.
hello, yeah. So my question was that how do you go about, so you took me through the process actually. So where does an idea come from? Like how do you draw ideas, and is it usually from a client brief or something you come up with on your own and then like go about sketching and then creating the product? Like how does that happen?
The entire process. So if we lucky, we do it for ourselves. But we prefer to be honestly with the customers because they give us the constraint. So we first make a brainstorming with them, a mood board, and we understand what's the main idea, what they want. Then we try to sketch and we try to understand together, like restrict to the thickness of the wood that we have, the size, the measurement, the big chapters to frame the work. And then after that we propose the idea to the customer. We can also work with references and things like this. We do a 3D model, and then after that we give the scale 1 drawing to the carpenter. The carpenter has been consulted, the maker has been consulted during the design process, and after that we start making, we order the wood, we start making, and then that's how we create, we make, we build, yeah.
Oh, that's quite a process.
Yeah, so basically
so,
it's just...
eventually...
Basically, no, basically it's simple, but we need to understand what the customer wants. That's the constraint, and that's how we create. That's how we do that's how it comes. Yeah.
So could you describe a personal favorite creation of yours?
Yeah, I have a desk. I think it's the first item I did in the company, in BRAM WOODCRAFTING studio. It's only 2 planks, and that I think it's when I shifted from ornamentation to contemporary straight lines, and I am very happy. It's very simple. Yeah, that's it.
So can we look it up? Does it have a name that we can Google and find out?
Ratio is the best name.
Ratio. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
So yeah.
So who eventually works on building the product, the finished product? Could you tell us about your team?
Yeah. So we have the designers, mainly architects, engineers, and we have the makers. So one part of the company, the core team, is from Mysore, and we have now people from Kolkata, from Cochin, from Tamil Nadu, I mean Pondicherry and Chennai, and also Hyderabad. We have people from everywhere. So basically, yeah. Sorry?
That's a lot of people from everywhere.
Yes, we are 25. So basically, we have a management, administration, and a core carpenter team which is from here, and then we also have people that are here for 2 years, 3 years to be with us. Yeah.
Wow. So do you conduct workshops or something that could take the craft ahead?
Yeah, so that's very simple. For the workshop is 1 week. I mean, you need to take a week off for sure, but it's 1 week with us. Any week, you just need to tell us before, and then we can give you a workbench and then exercises.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So like we can come there and just ask you to teach us the
Basics,
craft.
yeah. Even advanced. So advanced is another. It's under another process, because once you advance, you come with a project or something. So then we look into that. But any week can be done. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about the trend of flat packing, like IKEA does? And would you translate your designs into a flat packed version of yourself?
I like it very much, flat pack. We do that for prototyping for others. If we would do that, BWS needs a little time, like to fix on one particular product. And I think we would make another brand, because the furniture that we have are more like send in one piece to the customer place. Yeah.
Okay. So how is practicing in India different from practicing in the countries you worked in?
Um, I think it's more about the time, the day. We have a little more time in India in terms of sharing. I think in France it was quite. I mean, the other countries in Europe, I think, are also more like less after time. But in France, we run very much for things, and yeah, I think time is the one of the main things. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about dimension and how the idea of creating a makerspace come about. And what has been your biggest learning experience from your designer makers that use your space?
So Dimension is a project that we are running in the same time as BRAM WOODCRAFTING Studio. So we are Dimension Space. So that means anybody who wants or needs a space with professional tools can come in our setup and be guided to do that. Any artist or somebody. Uh, a bench can be rented, and the tools are available, and the guidance is there. So that's Dimension Space. After that, Dimension is a network where many studios like us around India. For now it's just a group, but we think that we are trying to expand it to the next level, an NGO. It's basically for sharing knowledge. The tagline of Dimension is a multidisciplinary network of mentees and mentors. So mentees are in the center of that. Basically, a lot of people are learning right now, and they will be teaching tomorrow. So I think it's also a nice way to share knowledge, to move from one studio to another. Basically, like my school, the journeyman school that I did, but now like quite free. But yeah, we have a couple of studios connected, and we exchange apprentices, we exchange people. People can travel themselves, they can see multiple techniques. So I come back again to the same what I said at the beginning, yeah, to get different influence and
Oh
learn.
wow.
Yeah.
It's very important actually to collaborate, and like in the network it should be encouraged more, and it is right now
Yeah.
catching up the trend of collaborating with people.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes.
how people go and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how do you market your products and do you participate in exhibitions?
Yeah, we market on Instagram website, um, word to mouth, but not too much. Yeah, we participated to some fairs, to some exhibition. First, India Wood is or Mumbai Wood or Delhi Wood. These are more about the woodworking sector, so more throughout with our peers. But we have done a design exhibition, sorry, with at Raw Collaborative. That's where we spoke more about the design side, and that's where I'm happy. Like that's one nice place to be. Hi, Raw. The nice team also. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that slowly, this, I don't know if it's correct word to mouth in English. This, but also
Yeah.
Instagram, our follower base, the industry, this is where we try to be. And we also, architects are very nice. They give us nice ideas and nice work. Yeah.
So what are the challenges you faced in setting up your studio?
I believe the training. I think it's the three. It's been 3.5 years now. So
Hello?
yeah, I can.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought my voice has just, yeah.
No. So the training, like to get like one single way of doing in one company with so many people from so many different places, and basically find a way of doing together. Yeah. One single way, like not a single, but like something that everybody can understand with so many different languages and everything. So I think this training was a challenge, and also to pierce in the market was two different to break even basically, to be able to continue that nice project, yeah, the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you consider your biggest milestone to date?
Actually, I don't know. I think we care about every single small thing. I think that's the main thing that we have done, and even if it was a big achievement or something, I wouldn't think which one was the most important. We took everything as important as it is, and I think that's how we, one by one, we did, and we kind of reached till now.
Your favorite milestone maybe?
My favorite milestone. I think, I don't know. My favorite would be the evening classes. We have evening classes in the factory, so that means that people are by themselves are staying in the factory after work. So that's, I think, is the most.
That's actually very good. Yeah.
Very
It must be a beautiful sight to just see people working and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what is the next big project or product that you're working on?
So we are doing now a full 3-floor interior, all the wood part. So we're very happy with the furnitures. We will have a free flow wall, which is 12 feet by 12 feet both the side. So that's gonna be something else. So it's gonna be waves fully, and we are doing sculpture for Spasha ready.
Okay.
That's a very nice project. We have I think these are the three main projects that are coming soon. Yeah.
So how has the lockdown affected the whole pandemic affected your whole practice?
So we got lucky for the lockdown because we stopped, but we stopped the work. We kept contact with our carpenter, with our staff. Designers being able to continue, so we could take a step forward in design, then the making, because we were almost on behind. And finally, we could develop other small, other small brand. We spoke about different. We have brand coming soon, different branding. We could do all the work that we couldn't, so that was the good thing. And then when we started back, we started where we left it, and then I don't know how, but we got more orders after. So I think, we have been very lucky during all this process.
Wow. So on to the last question of the session. What would you like to say to the future furniture designers out there?
I think furniture design is also a vocational course. Can be an academical course, it can be also a vocational course. I believe follow the making as much as possible. I think this is the key, and then pay attention and understand design, like the details. Sorry.
Technical aspect.
Yeah.
All the the technical aspects. So sometimes like look at all designs, why they do it, and then try, even if you wouldn't do a perfect, neat and clean product, follow the maker, do with the maker, and understand it, like the proportions. Carpentry is about proportion. Like a tenon and a mortise, a joint will always be divided by something like a third, a fifth. So it's very, very, it makes sense. Understand that proportion, even the height, the things like that. The ergonomy and all, you need to try, and you need to find an efficient way of trying to concentrate your full energy on the final product. And also imagine that a prototype it's only to verify the points that you need to verify, or the aesthetics that you need to verify. But the piece that you make is not a prototype, it's a final piece. And that will change a lot also. If you work on a final piece and if you follow with the maker,
Yeah. Okay, so we have a question over here.
Yeah.
How do you look at the future of recycling material in material design? In like furniture design.
Sorry, two things happen in the same time. Can you repeat?
So what do you think of the future of recycling material in furniture design?
Yeah, I think it's great. We are working on this. That's one of the brand that we are trying to start also. So recycling our waste, our own waste. I think in the future it's gonna be another market. I think it should be. Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming to us. Like with this, the session, I'll bring the session to an end. And thank you so much for like bringing out time and telling us about your story, your journey, and your niche. And it was great. It was a great conversation. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be looking forward
I really
more
enjoyed it. Super. Yeah, I would like to say thank you to you, to your team, and to everyone that followed. And follow us on Instagram too, and then comment, and give us your reviews. Yeah.
Thank you so much.